Se fosse antigamente era um lobisomem, mas hoje, meu amigo, apenas um cachorro bem vestido para o encontro. Fala, meus amigos, e aí, meus consagrados, todo mundo bem? Fala, pessoal, Sabadouuuu aqui com a jogatina. E vamos para mais um lance aqui com o eFootball. Pessoal, tô com 1.700 pontos, será que eu consigo segurar ou consigo chegar na primeira divisão? Ô, pessoal, quem não for inscrito aí, se inscreva no canal, deixe o like, marque o sino das notificações, compartilhe esse vídeo com seus amigos e também com seus inimigos. E vamos para cima, galera! Vamos que vamos! Sabadão já tá passando. Lá em cima. Salve, Carlos, e aí? Seja bem-vindo, meu amigo. É contigo que eu tô jogando essa partida? Opa! Pega leve. Cara, não tem jeito, eu tô com 1.700 pontos, eu preciso passar para a primeira divisão ali. Vou tentar chegar aos 1.800 para passar para a primeira aí.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Que bom, cara, que bom que o YouTube tá divulgando meu canal, cara. Você tá com 1.500, brother. Rapaz, tá difícil, eu tava vendo aqui, ó, ultimamente quem chega numa pontuação boa aqui, não tá conseguindo passar pra mais longe, não.
I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing. And is that his best position? I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat.
Passe nem era lá no Ronaldinho, mas foi pro Ronaldinho.
The best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts.
Eu tenho um time do Barça aqui que eu comprei, rapaz, gostei desse time.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot a goal.
Ai, defesaça do goleiro, hein?
Davids. And here's the chance to counter. Ronaldinho concedes a free kick for that.
Eu não consegui jogar muito bem ainda com esse Carlos, não. Eu não consegui. Ô, Carlos. Consegui jogar muito bem com esse Ronaldinho, não. A maioria das pessoas joga muito bem. Eu tenho o Ronaldinho, quase não uso por causa disso. Eu não consigo jogar bem com ele. Tem algum jogador que a gente não dá apita.
Busquets. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges? Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Ronaldinho. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Pedri.
Eu tenho um outro time mais forte, mas eu gosto de jogar com um time assim pra ficar melhor, né?
Van Nistelrooy. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's played in. Rivaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Steaming on goalwards. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit hard. Ronaldinho! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Now it's Mbappe. He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi pedindo para jogar e eu fui. Não coloquei no começo, tem que deixar jogar um tempo mais. Rapaz do céu, você tá louco? Eu gastei 3.000 moedinhas para mim tentar pegar o Ferdinando, mas só que eu não peguei ninguém, cara. Só pegou só aquelas porqueiras de jogador que a gente não usa mesmo, fica lá só acumulando espaço, né? Não. O Carlos, não sei se você tá percebendo, mas vocês também sentem essa diferença aí? Você joga no PC, no Xbox? Você tá sentindo essa diferença, tipo a internet muito pesada, não? A maioria das partidas eu tô sentindo que tá tudo assim. Vocês também estão pegando partida pesada? Sim, tá pesada a partida. Ah, entendi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Ronaldinho. Pedri. Half an hour played now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Ronaldinho. Rivaldo. It's a promising position. And he shoots!
Ele planejou tudo, Carlos, imprevisível. Não foi um passe que não foi previsível.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it. So we have the first goal. Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
Olha lá, pega ali. Ali na frente, ali, lá onde que ela colocou. Pode passar aí.
Kunde deals with that comfortably. Ronaldinho.
Pode passar.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Gets a good foot in there. He's a sharp little ball here. Rivaldo. Ronaldinho. Rivaldo. That's Busquets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. It's a decent chance to counter-attack. He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that.
Esse negócio de jogar com várias plataformas ficou bom. Antigamente meu irmão ele tem um PC, né? Eu não podia jogar uma partida de futebol contra ele, cara. Agora não, ficou bom. Agora eu posso jogar com todo mundo. Então PC, Xbox, ficou muito bom. Tem gente que vai lá e desativa. Eu não desativei não, eu gosto.
João Cancelo promptly onto that. There's the whistle for half-time.
Vamos tirar e botar mais velocidade nesse time, que o time tá frágil, tá fraco. Jogaço, jogaço. Só que eu não gosto muito do Van Nistelrooy, não. Ele é lento. Agora eu não sei quem que eu coloco aqui. Tem como desativar o cross. Eu também não sabia não, foi um colega meu lá da Bahia que me ensinou. Você vê, né, jogando o jogo sem conhecer os comandos. Rapaz, também foi num pé que eu tentei pegar o... Como é que é o nome, gente? Eu esqueci quem é que tava na... Eu tava tentando pegar outro jogador e veio ele, um giro só, cara, de 900. E aí veio ele, eu já parei também. Foi bom demais o Busquets. Ah, acho que não sei se... Não lembro. Acho que na época, não sei se veio ele, o Shevchenko, eu não lembro. Eu sei que na época depois foi Shevchenko, ele, o Van Basten. O Van Basten eu peguei naquela opção que você tinha que escolher. Aí entre o jogador gratuito eu peguei o Van Basten. O Oliver Kahn também foi o jogador gratuito.
Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Oh, cracking ball. Chance for a shot.
Não tinha jeito. Sobrou um espaço no lado. Nossa, eu tô uma raiva quando meu zagueiro faz isso. Eu tinha visto essa opção, mas acho que essa aqui não vou.
Brazil grabbed the equalizer and we're all square. Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Now it's Mbappe. It is a corner.
Aqui pra mim até empate eu tô perdendo ponto. Eu até hoje eu não consigo entender essa classificação da Konami na hora da gente perder pontuação quando você tá jogando. Empate eu perco ponto. Se eu perder eu perco mais ainda.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And back to the goalkeeper. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, there's a probing ball. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there. Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. That pass isn't the best. Messi. Ronaldinho. Messi. Davids. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Rapaz, eu freiei o cara.
The early ball, the big one over the top. Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pedri. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that's put paid to a promising move. Might be danger here. Pedri. That is good alertness. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ronaldinho. Pedri. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Ronaldinho. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Messi stood his ground strongly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pedri. Rashford. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot!
No finalzinho, matei o Carlos. Olha, aos 90. Só tinha essa solução, Carlos. Era um passe de jeito, cara, morte súbita. Cara, o juiz tá roubando, hein? Você besta, esse jogo aqui é foda, hein? Que isso, juiz? E foi mais uma para o papo. Quando eu comecei numa sequência de vitória, mas não foi brincadeira não. Jogão, hein? Jogaço. Valeu, Carlos. Abraço, com Deus. Olha, faltando pouco para me chegar na primeira divisão, hein? Eu vou pegar meu time aqui, cara, que esse Barcelona aqui, vou dar conta não, hein? E vamos para cima, falta pouco ponto para chegar na primeira divisão. Ah, sim, eu vi ali. Se eu chegar na primeira que eu consigo, né, não? Eu acho que chegar na primeira divisão aí, que a gente consegue zagueiro, eu tô doido para me chegar entre eles ali. Não, o que eu joguei que você não é meu time titular não, titular esse agora que eu vou jogar. E vamos pra cima. Fala, galera. E a galera, todo mundo, quem não for inscrito, se inscreva no canal, deixe o like, marque o sino das notificações, compartilhe esse vídeo com seus amigos e também com seus inimigos. Ah, sim, entendi. Vixe, mas 100 mil, cara. Ah, entendi. Não precisa passar pra primeira não, né? Eu já cheguei no rank 3.000. Eu acho que vou deixar assim, tá bom. Não vou nem mexer, vou deixar o time dessa forma. Aliás, vou colocar o Messi aqui, que tá doido pra jogar. Junto com o Platini ali. Platini aqui é top. Deu uma configurada boa no Platini. Beleza, beleza. Valeu, valeu, Carlos. Beleza. Lá você vai chegar aí, eu vou estar na primeira divisão. Rapaz, esse Ferdinando que eu fui louco pra tentar pegar esse Ferdinando, Tio Han. Gastei uma moedinha boa pra tentar pegar o Tio Han, hein? Vamos pra cima, o time do cara é um timaço. Olha, 3.240. David Beckham. Bruto, do Real Madrid. Três, 5-2.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Foot in. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Distributed tidily. Looking for the run, and this is Pele.
Você foi lá na TSI, mano?
He's had it nicked away.
Por que você não foi?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest.
Pois é, ó.
Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Van Basten.
Ah, tá. Então tá. Então tá bom. Fique em casa.
Adams is the guilty party there.
Tá bom. Come as bananas. Não fica brincando com banana, não. Banana é pra comer.
Beckham. And it's Bonucci.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shevchenko.
Então, tá bom? Tá comendo? Tá bom?
It's in! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's a cute ball. That's been cut out. Well played. Well read. Nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? Good take, and is he...
O empate veio logo depois, não deu trégua pro adversário. E vamos, galera.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
It's Lewis.
Nossa, o que eu arrumei, velho? Olha o passe que eu dei, que passe burro. Passe ruim, cara. Era... Não, a loja tá molenga demais.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Climbs up big.
Adriano, o
Their attempts, just the wrong
time dele
outcome.
é monstro,
Adriano
o time dele.
certainly knows that he's missed a real
Mas a
chance
gente vai
there,
contar
but
com
he
a
can't dwell
jogabilidade
on
e com
that.
os
He needs to
craques que eu
pick himself
tenho
up and
e
move
vamos
on.
pra cima.
Adriano. Now that looks a decent ball. Looking for options for movement. Deep cross. Big header.
Cara,
Oh, off the
por que que eu tô
bar.
acertando demais essa trave, velho?
Roberto Carlos.
Por que que eu tô acertando trave de cabeçada? Toda se eu tô acertando esse travessão, eles baixou essa trave, só pode.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Beckham. And it's Michel Platini. Pass is just off target.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Just eases him off the ball. Pelé.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of
Roberto.
movement which raises hope.
Baresi getting this one clear. So what can they make of this? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Picked out brilliant shot, surely! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Baggio charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And they get themselves in front! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cara, eu tô indo dar tudo certo, cara. Nossa,
No mistake.
hein?
And they're at it
Vou
again.
perder logo a
Double
partida que eu
quick time.
precisava vencer. Não vou.
They forced
Ainda
the
tá no
error
primeiro
and
tempo,
extracted
muito
the
jogo.
maximum punishment.
Eu virei jogo
Danger
muito
was
com
always there,
queda
Peter.
maior.
We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Shevchenko. Short changes him with that pass. Can he get it through? And they've got rid. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Shevchenko. Roberto Carlos. Pelé. And this is Adriano. Pelé. Roberto Carlos! Great effort, but no way through. Roberto Carlos. Well played. And there is the half-time whistle.
Deu o Busquets. Esqueci de buscar o Busquets. Nossa, esqueci de buscar o Busquets, galera. 53% de posse de bola. Estamos jogando quase na mesma medida.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 11.
There's the start of the second half.
Camisa 23.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Abi. Ó pra mim,
Yeah,
deve
they were
botar
looking
mais
for a
um aqui, né?
counter-attack.
Sentado aqui. Então vem que passa a mão no Manuel, que leva a mão lá pra baixo. Eu gritei, ó Manuel, passa aqui, Manuel. Escuta.
And it's Baggio. Adriano. Baresi deals with that comfortably. And he's quick to snatch it back. Roberto Carlos. Cruzeiro come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time. Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. Back into the middle. Pelé, well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Van Basten. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? Bonucci attempts a clearance. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Khan claims comfortable. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Vieira. He's on it, can he get away? Vieira, who's set up one goal so far, and reclaimed it in a trice. Searching pass he's played there. That's good vision. And this is Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. Can he spark a counter here? Van Basten. Cruzeiro, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's got away, and it's made its way to him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Platini. He's found the way through. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. A potential goal of the season contender, if only. Platini just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Beckham looking to add to his goal. Nice interception, well timed. Platini. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pelé. Luis Suarez. And this is Adriano. Turns and goes back. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Throw it.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 15. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 17. Teremos
Probing
uma
pass.
substituição.
That is good alertness. Bale. It's gone for a throw-in. Romario proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's a fine interception. Platini. Van Basten. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yeah. Looking for the run. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
1 minute to add, according to the board. So that's it. It is all over. Cruzeiro perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players.
Se você quer chegar na primeira divisão, você tem que ganhar dos seus adversários e também da Konami. Agora tá bonito, hein? Tá bonito. Vou deixar. Não, vou deixar o back agora, deixar pro segundo tempo. O craque aqui também tá doido pra jogar. Aqui nenhum cara que merece. Destaque aqui. Vai com 4-3-3. E Aubameyang. Os três monstros doido pra sulapar esse time do Cristóbal Bueno. Evitando Bravo. Acho que se eu ganhar essa partida não vou fazer muito ponto não. Eu tenho certeza, perdi 30, eu vou ter que ganhar 3 partidas para recuperar.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This fella, Ajudon, is one player that's been catching my eye. His best position is on the left wing, although it's almost the antithesis of the modern winger. For example,
He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Aubameyang. And the counter is on. Now this could be a chance. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Kulusevski! Kulusevski! Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kulusevski. Xavi Simons is having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Thuram is offering a right smile there.
Sporting with the corner, there first.
Que?
Mamãe tá pedindo cartão.
Quer fazer o quê?
Cartão? Tá pedindo?
Pediu o quê?
Great intelligence. He just
Ação pra quê?
understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi Simons. Now it's Thuram.
Cruzeiro really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good ball. Shapes to shoot.
Pedro, dá a cueca aqui nesse treino.
Goalkeeping.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pings it across. And now they can spring out of defence. And that could set him on his way. Platini finds himself offside.
Nossa, que merda. Aubameyang pedindo ali.
Platini. Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Ooh, perfectly measured that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Chega a fumaça.
That's surely a
Tocar
foul
lá,
free
chega a
kick.
fumaça.
Depois fogo lá perder não, né?
Não.
Sai da minha frente, pelo amor de Deus, Aninha.
Now it's
Quem joga futebol? Ah,
Kulusevski.
sabe tudo.
Kulusevski. Up he goes! And that has been cleared. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Van Basten. Well, that pass isn't the best. Busquets. Platini.
Nossa senhora, a bola tá...
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Deep cross. Oh, there's a probing ball.
É Guariguela,
That's well spotted.
Ô pai,
é Siriguela.
ô Siguar,
A fruta
Strong
chama
running down that
siriguela.
left flank.
o nome chama
Nice
goiaba.
interception,
Ah, tá.
well timed.
E goiaba é.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part
Moço
right,
do céu,
but
deixa eu...
the
Parece que hoje, a hora que eu resolvo, não tem ninguém na casa. A hora que eu resolvo jogar, o povo começa a atrapalhar. Você tá doido? Hein?
Won't let him forget that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Tadic. Baresi wins the duel this time. Shevchenko. That's been slipped through. That's a decent clearance.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Pass somewhat off target.
That will annoy the manager. They're making
Nossa
themselves too
senhora.
predictable.
Oh,
here.
meu Deus, tá...
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Van Basten. And we hit half-time.
Nossa, tá doido. Que
Well, there were
limpeza,
plenty of
meu
talking points in that
Jesus.
first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now he's got space here. And that's a goes for a shot. Denied by
Michael Sabadouuuu Com
That's
Efootball.
very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Platini. And this is Shevchenko. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away
Nossa
with it.
senhora, a força do chute
Well,
foi
I
um...
thought they got
Virou
off
foi um
lightly
passe.
there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Van Basten. And he gets rid in a hurry. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's picked out the run. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has been cut short. And it's Simons. Out to the right. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Terrific header.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aproveita, irmão, que eu não consigo jogar nessas bostas lentas, não. Se tem voltar ao normal, o neguinho vai passar raiva comigo, hein? Olha, rapaz, muito lento. Não sei como é que os caras conseguem jogar.
Van Basten. Platini. He's found a way through. And he was alert to it. He was looking wide.
Segura então, caralho. Vamos ver se ele... É isso, aí o jogador bate cabeça.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Aproveita, galera, igual eu falei pra vocês, aproveita bem.
Oh, smashing header. That has been knocked clear. Platini. Now it's Van Basten.
Ai, meu Deus.
To Paul. That's beautifully weighted. Brilliantly cut out. And he can clear it away.
Ai, que raiva, velho. Quando você dá um toquinho só, ele faz isso.
Considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveler. Sporting clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offense is the best form of defense.
Carai. Partida que essa porra dessa quando não coloca a mulher pra final. São daí, o box. Fazendo diferença, se não tivesse chego, tinha que já tinha feito. Qual é a diferença que é o momento?
Time do Cruzeiro, camisa 97, sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 13.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus, vem me chamar.
Sporting have got it back and they'll have another go. That's good vision. Look at there's the shot.
Isso aí, faz gol, faz gol. Matar do outro. Olha que buceta. Nossa, que merda. É um lixo esse tempo pra jogar. Aí, ó.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy.
É que desgraça que você não consegue fazer nada. Lento, caralho. Olha, a bola pesa.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Aí era o carrinho.
Oh, shooting chance! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if...
Decent chance!
Ah, tá muito habilidoso pro meu gosto.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Passa sufoco, caramba. Pra chegar nessa porra da primeira tem que ser fera mesmo, porque até as partidas ladronas que tem que jogar contra é foda.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Van Basten.
É isso, aí o cara me deu
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And a chance!
Um sacrifício, menino do céu. Trombando.
Late drama, late goal.
Fala que sua mãe parecendo otária, tudo dela é mostrar pros outros, parecendo tola.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Cruzeiro give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now
Esse
they need to
pega
find
também.
all the courage they can
Fazer um
take.
gol agora.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Over to the left. Now the delivery. Big header!
Ah, goleiro desgraçado, bicho. Goleiro do capeta, quando precisa, o bicho pega igual o capeta mesmo.
It is over.
Que jogo miserável. Olha, 2 partidas com 68 pontos perdidos. Vai pros infernos. Como é que eu recupero isso? Com o nome do capeta. Vamos recuperar 64 pontos. Vixe. 5 partidas ou mais, ou 6. De novo. Nossa, esse povo não para o cabo, não é isso.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Pode, Paulo, depois eu te dar os 50 lá da banana, viu? Porque eu não pego dinheiro, você não recebe de conta. Eu falei com ele, o pagamento não saiu ainda da prefeitura. Você tinha que ter um Pix. Não sabe.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And he's there to clear it. Oh, this looks sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pass somewhat off target. And Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That has been cut short. Now it's Villa. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Crescer leaning forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Platini. Beckham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And the through ball. Maldini. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
He is through here. Vieira. And he's managed to get free. Cross into the box. Cleared without complication. Crescer have reclaimed it.
Messi.
A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Plays the return pass. Internacional look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything...
Shoots! Goal! Internacional!
And it's Internacional who take the lead.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Tries a shot! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Internacional are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. And here's Beckham. Messi. Now it's Forlan. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Villa. Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. David Villa. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it was...
It's Fulham! Played towards the front line. Platini. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Forlan. Davids. Beckham. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vieira. Quality ball. And it's Neymar. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Davids. Platini. A probing pass. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And this is Forlan. Great vision. He's in a good position here. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Vieira. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cruzeiro looking to pass their way through. The message is clear, none shall pass. Davids. Cannavaro. Now Davids. David Villa, given the lift of his goal. He has a look out.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Beckham. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. Vieira. Platini. And this is Shevchenko. And that's a... And the shot! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Cruzeiro get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Van Basten proves just a little bit too strong. Passing nice and neat.
Cruzeiro really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. David Villa. Beckenbauer. Belletti. Looking to play him in. Now it's Villa. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Busquets can get it clear. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's their second corner of the game. David Villa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
David Villa receives it in a good position here. Now it's Shevchenko. Back to the keeper it goes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Stood up well to him there.
Internacional clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. And this is Van Basten. Busquets. And it's Messi. Always onto this. And he welcomes it. Chance! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 23. Camisa 5. Deixando o campo.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Camisa 14.
Cruzeiro are
Camisa
looking to go
21.
forward now.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Baresi. Cannavaro. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Musiala is in a really good position out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nice control.
Foram indicados
Oh, he's
2
enjoyed
minutos
that.
de
He
acréscimo.
evidently loves the contest. It's a pretty loose pass. Maldini. That's a sharp pass. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get rid. And that will be it. Cruzeiro were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in...
Ou
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
e Celtic.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. As you can see, we've already started here.
There's a distinctive old-school feel, Peter, to Fernando Morientes.
Yeah, true. Mind you, by any yardstick, Jimmy, he has a game to be effective in any era, and his stats actually show that. He's gone for goal! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Wriggles his way through, and this is Shevchenko. Cleared away. Shevchenko, oh, well played. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Some really good ball movement. Nedved. Morientes. Nedved pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Aims beyond the defence. Morientes. And the finish!
esse jogo é da hora demais,
Once
velho.
more, it's him,
Para,
and
filho,
we
para,
can't be
passa a
surprised
caramba,
because his
vai,
instinct
vai
for
lá.
doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented it.
Chance for a shot!
Ah, ninguém consegue. Não é o lag aqui, mano.
Nedved. Morientes. Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan claims comfortably. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Cruzeiro clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. The ball's gone astray. Iniesta. And claimed it back swiftly. Cruzeiro are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Szoboszlai.
Cruzeiro are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Busquets. Crosses it in. Cleared without hesitation. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. This ended up in no man's land. That's really well cleared. That's a sharp pass. Shevchenko finds himself offside. Rijkaard. Cruzeiro looking to pass their way through. And it's Michel Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckham. Morientes. He's looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, crack chance! In he goes again. It's hit the upright.
totalmente na pegão os velhos,
And this is
totalmente na
Pele.
pegão os velhos, quando grafite você vai ver, você vai aguentar o passo, beleza, ir lá cair no jogo, no
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Van Basten. Platini. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Cruzeiro truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Gabriel.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Busquets. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking to play him in. Plays it across. Oh, what a climb! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Now that's well seen too. Iniesta tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Vieira. Now it's Busquets. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Cruzeiro really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Morientes. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Pele. He's in a great position here. Van Basten. Great vision. That is a great pick out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking here to chip it through. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Pele. Morientes. And the through ball. He's in a good position here. Great chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Celtic are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And a chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yeah. Right, Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
It's Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Van Basten. Dink through. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nesta gets over and intercepts. Cruzeiro have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Cruzeiro needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Vieira. Platini. And he welcomes it in. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Teremos uma substituição.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And he's been shifted off it. Kimmich. Just about up to 75 minutes. Shot could be on. Kimmich. Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Pele. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That's a good ball. Now it's Busquets.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Shevchenko. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Van Basten. And he was quick to react. Opts for safety. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Van Basten. Busquets. Oh, it's played into the area.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Van Bommel gets it away. Cruzeiro have it back and can go again. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Van Bronckhorst. Now it's Pele. So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Roberto Carlos. And this is Lewandowski. Quality ball. It's come to nothing. Vieira. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Seedorf. And that's been drilled in. Platini. And the pass is intercepted. Ball's gone astray. That is a brilliant interception. Van Basten. That has been cut short. And this is Lewandowski. Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Shevchenko. Face to... He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Can he finish? Goal! Crescer!
And Crescer take the lead.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that pass has been well intercepted. Dink through. Oh, important interception. Rijkaard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Bommel. And this is Pele. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a shade optimistic. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Shevchenko, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Shevchenko deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the through ball. Big chance! Shoots! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Vieira.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple. Take back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Conte. And this is Lewandowski. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. And this is Van Basten. Vieira. Tries the cutback. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he thumps it clear.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been played through. And this is Lewandowski. And this is... Big chance! Has a look and place it forward. Oh, it's Van Basten. And they can counter here. Ambitious ball here. Vieira. Now it's Lewandowski. Pele! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Cruzeiro are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. The second half then, just getting going. He's had it taken off him. Conte, spread it left. It's a searching pass. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Seedorf. And he's ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Bommel. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Pele. And he's whipped it across. And they've got rid. Van Bommel. Vieira. Now it's Shevchenko. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. And he's in on goal. And Shevchenko!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição em campo.
Cruzeiro have their third corner.
Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11. Camisa 27.
Tries a measured ball. Tries to get it clear. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rijkaard cuts it out. So we've reached the hour mark. Seja.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Busquets. Shevchenko threads one in. Good read, needed to be. Seja. Nicely weighted ball. Gullit gets into a good position. Rijkaard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Van Basten. Now there's a fine ball. Chance, surely! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary. Now it's Van Basten.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vieira picks it up out wide. Now it's Gullit. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's going to have his name taken. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cruzeiro really will have to throw everything at this now. Shevchenko, shot a goal! Goal! Cruzeiro! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number...
Oh, what has happened? And the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
So,
5.
time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited from me.
And the shots! That's a real chance missed.
Eto'o fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And he can clear it away. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Beckenbauer clears.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Baresi. The final seconds now. Now it's Shevchenko. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ball is over the line. And he's managed to gift it back. Can he get it through? Looking for the run. Rijkaard. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Now it's Platini. Oh, super find.
And Shevchenko! He's delivered all right! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bellingham. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well timed, excellent interception.
You have to expect that from everyone there.
Platini. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. That's the keeper's ball. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Played into space out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, cracking ball. Looking for the rock. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
Great chance! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before.
Endrick! Really well taken goal.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's brought full. No mistake. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Beckham. Cross to the back post. And they've got rid.
Can he finish? Goal! Crescer! And again they hit the front.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's found a way through. That is good strength. 15 minutes till half-time. Might be danger here.
And he shoots!
That is decidedly lacking.
Minnesota certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Threads one in, and that could set him on his way.
It's Van Basten! Oh, split-second reaction. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This is their second corner of the game.
Flashes it across.
And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's been drilled forward. Driving forward. Can he get it through? Back into the middle, and he welcomes it in. Plenty to aim.
He's had a shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery! Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And again! It's in! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will.
Meus gols não é roubar da forma que é pros outros.
Might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Cruzeiro go into the lead.
Teremos 3 minutos de
Fantástico.
acréscimo.
It's a pretty loose pass. Platini. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's Michel Platini. And the whistle goes for half-time. Neither side holding back here.
Família Souza Cruz, é da família do cigarro? Será que é? Será que é da família do cigarro? Souza Cruz.
So off we go once more. Balde cuts out the pass. Neymar. Bellingham. He's cut it out. Roberto Carlos. Right, Shevchenko. Van Dijk. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Endrick. Where is he? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cleared without complication. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Endrick. Played out towards the right wing. Beckham. No, that was never going to make it. And he's there to
Ele não
belt it
tá
away.
entendendo a jogada.
Out for a throw.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 16. Camisa 11.
Van
Neymar.
Dijk.
Deixando o campo para a entrada dele.
And it's been played through.
Camisa
Now
17.
Shevchenko!
Camisa 20.
It's there!
Santa Catarina tá vendo a
A
derrota.
struggle
Olha
lead
que passe
and
do
they're
Pochettino.
firmly in control. The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Crescer take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light and the opposite.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty.
Outro.
Crescer
Tá
present
falta.
their opponents with the best possible chance here. Eyeball to eyeball with the
Não tem que
goalkeeper.
jogar esse jogo, não. É isso. Se ele faz o gol, tinha deixado. Igual ele fez, puxa pro lado do cara. É duro. Oh, meu
That's one back.
Deus.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's there to retrieve it.
Nossa, tá puxando. Olha que tiquinho.
It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now, can they get him away? Busquets. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Shevchenko. Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. Van Basten. And it's Roberto Carlos. Played in. Big header! Cleared away. Balde. Plays a sharp little ball here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. Belletti. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can he finish? All at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Van Basten fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, it's come loose. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Platini. Van Basten! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh no, this does not look good. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Shevchenko. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Belletti. Some good work on the right flank here. Hangs one in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. It's played through for him. He's on it. Can he get away?
Shot, surely! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof.
3 gols do Shevchenko hoje, galera. Deu sorte, o Shevchenko ter roubado ali.
You're going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It's very nicely done.
Substituição em campo.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business.
Nossa, tinha que eu já tinha apertado para chutar quase 1 hora atrás.
Just whet the appetite.
Camisa 23.
Crescer take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Oh, that's fabulous. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And there goes
nem com a ajuda da Konami, hein? Nem com a ajuda da Konami, hein? Hat-trick! Nem com a ajuda da Konami, hein, galera? Konami tentou dar uma forcinha pro cara ali. Bora pra cima, né? Eu tentei puxar pra baixo, tá tão lento aqui. Aqui, né? Selecionou uma partida nova, vamos embora pra cima. E o dia tá indo embora. Sabadão tá vazando fora. Pomado, velho. Pomado. 91. Ligação dele.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. As you can see, we've already started here. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Right card. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ambitious ball here. Oh, important interception. Jisung. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Michel Platini. He can run onto that. And the shot's on here. And the finish! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Cruzeiro are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Yeah. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Makaleli. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! Oh, what has happened here?
Palmeiras clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. And this is Batistuta. Oh, super find. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's DiMarco. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And he's really put himself on the line here.
14.
Palmeiras with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Platini. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's worked it through. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Driven forward. The ball has bounced loose now. Up Jisung. Ronaldinho. Palmeiras finding their passes. Now it's Van Basten. Aims beyond the defence. Leicester cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Cruzeiro clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Uma coisa sobre o marque é qualquer jogador aí. Nunca vi isso.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust.
And this is Van Basten.
Ter chute perfeito. Atrasando esse roubando a bola.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Timber. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho plays it in. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Cruzeiro are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Just eases him off the ball. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't charge for a
Caraca, velho. Ô, para de roubar, Conan. Rapaz, o homem passou ali na frente da bola e não fez nada.
Yeah, and it's very deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Cruyff is on his own.
Desgraça, capeta de jogar esse jogo. Olha o jogo do capeta de mentiroso, velho.
Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Ronaldinho with a real chance here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Ronaldinho! Closing in on goal. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To turn a deficit into a lead. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Palmeiras go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Park Ji-sung did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Platini tries to pass it through. That is ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, good spread. Played back in, and it's made its way to him. Baresi getting this one clear. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Shevchenko, and the counter is on. He's had it taken off him. DiMarco. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Cruyff. Has a look and plays it forward. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Can they get him away?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No, that's been intercepted. Looking for the run. And this is Park Ji-sung. No, it's come to nothing.
Palmeiras surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
This looks promising. Oh no, what has happened here? And this is Cruyff. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Engages and forces him off the ball. Timber has it out wide and in space.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Ronaldinho. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rijkaard concedes a free kick for that. And that's gone loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff gets into some space.
Shot, surely!
And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Substituição no time do Palmeiras.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 4, camisa 10, camisa 15, camisa
Timber.
23.
And back to the keeper.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 35.
It's Timber. It's
Camisa
not an
3,
especially good pass, that.
camisa 9, camisa 20.
And the referee brings it to a close. Cruzeiro can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start.